Hello everyone, Piotr FX here, and let's join American One, where we will show modern era. I'll try to explain you in the quickest possible way more about the modern era and the changes which you can expect in this one. Yes, because this is a bit different, and you might be noticing major change. In the goods. That's the biggest change of them all. So after the progressive era where we found dual lane, like a not singular lane but dual lane, now we've got a dual lane as well. But what is good about this dual lane is that it started to have an enthusiasm again, back again, yes, because the one from the progressive era didn't have the enthusiasm, yes. So you could have a 2x2 progressive era tarmac road, but unfortunately, no enthusiasm over there. If you don't care like me because your Alcatraz is, quite high, then yeah, okay, no problem, that's fine. But there will be a number of people who care about it, and so you can gain some enthusiasm out of it. And about the goods. So now, if you go to great buildings which produce you goods, you'll see that your goods are 24, for instance, instead of 12, because from the modern era, it produces twice more unrefined goods. And what does mean unrefined goods is that you need to use those unrefined goods to produce your goods in town. So up to the Mars era, you are able to produce goods only in your town. You can't produce it in the colony like in the Mars, yes? Because that's the first era where you can produce like 400, 500 goods um, per day, even more if you depend on your setup and so on, but it's irrelevant. So you can produce these goods in town here, but you need to use refined goods. Now, if you look here, uh, we need a paper. Sorry, we will do the packaging, but it requires papers and boosted by 3. Here again, yes, it's ferroconcrete and it requires wires and it's boosted by a rock. Okay, in this case, it's flavorants and requires tar and it's boosted by flour. Okay, and here is maple rock boosted and it's a porcelain required. So you see, we need the colonial era goods so that we can use these goods to produce goods for the modern era. And that's the first era when it's happening. And then when you're following those eras up and up, you've got like in the virtual future, you will have future eras goods. Yeah, so that's a good thing. When you're in the guild where they're raising arcs and you're in the virtual future, then you automatically produce goods for the future era. If you've got goods buildings, great buildings, which can produce that, which can do so. Yes, so that's a good thing. Now, my attack at the moment, after the change from the progressive era, it's not a lot. It's not a lot, but it is convenient, okay? Because to be true, if you have attack of about 250 on 250, so attacking units versus the defense for the attacking units, you are okay in the progressive era. Yes, of course, I've got towns where I've got, let's say, about that or a bit more, and I'm still in the late Middle Ages. It doesn't mean you have to go to those eras. What is mean only is that you will be comfortable doing the GE. If you are comfortable of doing GE, yes, guild expeditions on all 4 levels, that's mean each and every week you don't have to use any negotiations to fight, and you gain great rewards from the G and from the GBG if you wish. So then you only care about the trust, yes, level, Alcatraz. But with about 300% on 300 defense for the attacking units, you are really comfortable at the progressive era. And when you are really comfortable, that means you can change the era to the era above, or even sometimes two eras. It depends on which era and so on. So I've got 314 on 375, so it's almost, yes, almost 350, like 340 or something, the average in between two of them. And that's mean, I could go to the next era and I should be fine. The only reason why I'm not going there is, I'll show you here now. It is, look, no upgrade kit here. Yes. Here only three renovation kits and nada, nothing. Yes. So you might be wondering, like, why I didn't jump immediately to the postmodern era. Yes. And that would be a good question, actually. But I was in the industrial, okay? And I did make two jumps. Instead of making one jump to the progressive, I've made it to the modern. I weren't decided, okay? I said, I like progressive, it's a good era. And I've used some of the packs. If I would think that through properly, like I should, and I knew about it, I should do it because I knew exactly what it was. So if I would do it the right way, I wouldn't use so many of the kits, and I would only use partially them to to do like, or maybe like this. Renovation kit allow you, those which I've got free, yes, those allow you to jump from any era to your era straight away. Okay, it won't go higher above, but it will allow you to use to your current era. So when I was in the industrial and I would use it, that would jump me straight away to the modern. Now, if I would be in the postmodern, then yeah, it would. Only I didn't want to risk it so much. Why? Because I didn't have goods. I was having a help from people from the guild to be true to get these goods. I could afford to do them myself, but I didn't want to fail the guild, so that when the GE will start, when the GBG next one will start, I wanted to be prepared, and I wanted to participate, because after all, like I've got enough. I achieved everything in this game of whatever I could do. And now if I'm just am, like I am. And if I am in the guild, I should be in for the guild. So my goal is to be efficient. If I will be here just to be, and I'm not efficient in any way, like I've completed the whole GE, yes. And if I wouldn't do those things on a daily basis, I wouldn't help people, or I wouldn't participate in the GE or GBG, yes. Um, it would lose a point of being in the guild, and then I would really seriously consider quitting on FOA, yes, on playing. So my way of thinking about the FOE is always either help someone or grow yourself or help the guild. Yes, in either way, whatever way you can do it, it's okay, as long as you're doing something. You're not just wasting time on swapping threads and borrowing fort points. Oh look, it's a collection time. I didn't know that it's a time even. So anyways, you see, that's what my way is, and that's why I didn't want to go beyond, because I knew if I will go beyond, automatically that's mean I won't be efficient. So that's my way of looking at it. That's the modern era, and hopefully you've got a value about all of this. Sorry for taking it a bit too long, but anyways, thank you for watching and see you in the next video. Bye bye.